Her pistol go. Her pistol go. I said her pistol go.
Hey everyone, I am Kimberly B, as you can clearly see below. Today I'm coming to you guys with a video over some hair that I have been rocking for the past 3 months. Yes, I said it, 3 months, sis. Basically, the hair that I've been rocking for the past 3 months was some hair that I purchased myself from Beauty Forever, and I have a review for you guys. So, I purchased this hair at the end of September. I believe it was either the end of September or the very beginning of October. I did have it by October 13th was the day that I actually started wearing it. So prior to that, I just had it sitting in my room for a while until I constructed this into a wig. So I sewed this down to a mesh cap, and I also added like a elastic band myself in there to help secure some more, as well in part with the glue. But basically I ordered a 16-inch frontal, and then I ordered 4 bundles, and the lengths were 18, 20, 22, and 24. My total cost was $247, and that was after using like a coupon code. I think it was because like I had just signed up. This was my first time purchasing from the company, so they gave me like a few dollars off, so I guess it helped with like shipping or whatever. Basically it took 3 days for it to arrive, but I missed the UPS, not UPS, it was like through the regular postal service. But yeah, I missed the dude, so they had pretty much had to go in the system, ask for them to bring it back, and then I had to sign for it, so they didn't just leave my bundles out there, because it was homecoming and somebody probably would have stolen my bundles and been looking all fly for, I'm just playing. But yeah, they made me sign for it, you know. So yeah, when I first had got my wig, well, my hair, and I made it into a wig, I initially put all 4 of the bundles on there, as well as the frontal, and I'll insert a picture of what that looked like. Now keep in mind when you do see the picture as well that the dome head is smaller than my head by a little bit. So, and then as well, like, you don't have like the neck area and stuff, so I feel like it made a difference, and it may not look like it's like too much hair on there, but when I put it on my head, I just look like a wild lion or something, you know. So I definitely had to go back in and take one of those bundles out, and after that I was just wearing 3 bundles, which were my 22-inch, my 20-inch, and my 18, and then just that 16-inch frontal. And that's what I was rocking, and I felt like it looked okay. Still, even with the 22-inch, you can kind of tell that, like, you know, you can tell where some of the bundles stopped, you know. So that was like a big mistake. Like, if you even look like right now, like this up here is probably like my 18. No, that's probably like the frontal. But you definitely can tell like what is shorter and stuff. So just make sure that if you're gonna go long, get multiple long bundles, you know, or you're just gonna be looking crazy. It's curly hair, so it's different. So I have some pros and I have some cons. The pro that I have is that it can always, like, I can always revive the hair if it's looking like dry. So basically what I do on the daily is like I'll wet the hair a little bit, and then I have some products that I apply to the hair in order to, you know, keep the, pretty much to keep it like managed, you know. Because one thing about this hair is that it does have like a lot of volume, and if you do not put any type of product on it at all, it's just gonna be like, so you definitely have to apply product in order to manage it. But even when, like, pretty much if I don't like apply product after like 2 days, that's when the hair will start to look like kind of like it's not gonna look like luscious curls, you know. It looks like just like blah, and nothing's like defined and stuff. So I like to define the hair like every 2 days at least, or even every day for the most part. But you can always, or something, my bad. But you can always revive it, you know. Another pro that I have is that it actually is easier than my natural hair. The curly hair in general is very high maintenance. This is a high maintenance weave, so don't think that you're gonna, you know, get some curly hair and it's just like it's gonna be looking popping and just like, you know, whatever. So you're gonna at least take a half an hour out to define your hair and your curls and whatnot. as the day goes. So it's definitely high maintenance, but in my instance, I have a 4C afro up underneath here, braided up, you know, so it is easier in comparison. And another pro is that, like, the hair does shed, but in comparison to other weaves that I have had from other places, it's not like madness of shedding, you know. It's manageable, and I feel like it wasn't that bad. So one thing, like, I have a bone to pick though, and now I'm about to start on my cons when it comes to this hair, because the thing is, like, I had 3 bundles on my wig. Okay, so when I first started wearing my hair, of course, as I said earlier, I had 3 bundles and I had the closure. But as time went on, where you do get your shedding is right here in the back at the nape of the neck. It's like a little matted right now too, so hopefully y'all can see this, but pretty much in the back is where you're gonna get your matting of the hair. And one recommendation I have when you go to care for your hair is always to come from the bottom of it and then make your way up. But the hair definitely mats at the nape of your neck because it's constantly, you know, like swinging and, you know, rubbing against whatever you're wearing. So that is where my shedding comes from for the most part. And the other place is my frontal. That's where the shedding comes from. So I don't know if y'all can tell, but my frontal definitely went bald. Like, I got some pictures to insert too. But my frontal definitely went bald. Now I done jacked up my hair. But yeah, one of my cons was the balding of my frontal. I have had the hair for 3 months now, and it's like progressively, well, as I continued to wear the hair, progressively there was more and more shedding. And the shedding tended to happen for me in the areas where I had like high traffic, basically. So when I first started wearing my wig, I always had my side part, you know, and then eventually my side part gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, it's balding. And then as well on the edges it's balding, you know. So basically, with that, you can always, like, you know, cut off the lace, but it's only so much of the lace on the frontal that you can cut off before it's just like, where's your frontal gonna be? You know, you can't just keep on receiving the hairline. It's not gonna work. So that was a con that I had. I do feel like a higher majority of my shedding happened in the front of my frontal as well as in the nape of my neck. And then, like, with that, all you can really do is like either cut off some of the lace, and then just like make like different parts in different areas. Like right now I'm kind of rocking the middle part, but I got like some hair swoop because it definitely started to bald right there too. So maybe it might look like I'm trying to like style it rather than it's bald. And then like a different side part on the other side of my head where it hasn't balded yet. So you may have to replace your frontal earlier, you know, than just wearing the, you know, just wearing your wig. And just like, if you're gonna wear it for some months, you might have to replace your frontal basically. Another tip that I will give is just to make sure that you're definitely gentle with your frontal, especially like in those areas. And just like with your real hair, don't apply too much stress to your parts and things of that such, because that's also, like, it also could be a reason why it started to bald in certain areas for me. Another con that I did have when I first purchased the hair was the smell of the hair. I watched somebody else's video even before purchasing this myself, and they were like, oh no, it's just like, it's no smell. It's a smell. A smell comes with this weave, you know. It took me about a total of like 3 weeks in order for it to go away to where it was rarely noticeable or not noticeable. So I guess you could say it is a pro, because I've had weave before, like, it's just like, it always had this weird smell to it, you know, which is terrible. But yeah, with this hair, it's like you have to wash it so many times. I probably washed this hair like, I don't know, 50 times or something like that by now. Even more than that, honestly. But I've had to wash and, like, you know, condition it multiple times in order for that smell to go away completely, you know. So I mean, I don't think it should have one like that in the first place, so I'm gonna put that in the cons list, okay? Another con I would say is straightening. So with this hair, I tried to straighten it once just to see, like, you know, what it could do, if it even would straighten, and I have some photos to insert as well. So basically with the straightening process for me, the hair does straighten, and I guess that's a pro that I have to give to this hair, is that you can't even tell that I straightened it before, because the curls definitely bounced back, you know, like they all came back. So that's a great thing. But in general, this hair has so much volume, and it may be that I hadn't put like any extra products on it other than a heat protectant when I first straightened this hair, but the hair was just like it straightened for me, but it wasn't like laid, you know. Overall, I will say when it comes to this hair that it was worth my money. So overall, my view on the hair now that I've worn it for a total of months is that it definitely can withstand some wear. I wore this for like homecoming, my birthday, just turned 21. I would say that it is worthwhile. I don't necessarily know that the frontal is worthwhile, because I mean, me myself, I'm just new to the frontal game, you know, and I'm not necessarily exactly sure of everything I should be looking for in one. But I mean, for my own experience, I feel like it withstood for a while, you know. So I will say that this was a worthy purchase. I have been able to actually get my money's worth and wear it, like, you know, over a month, and it doesn't look like crappy, I'll say, you know. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks so much for watching my review. Hopefully it helped you out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you have any additional questions, you can always leave them down in the comments, and I can get back to you guys. I hope I covered everything. I tried to like think about what I be thinking about when I be trying to hear about stuff, you know. But yeah, thanks. Deuces.